Many of them hitting their Twitter and asking the specific questions, that is, what about the Razer Phone 3? Is Razer Phone 3 coming in this year or not, and asking the specifications of the Razer Phone 3. And few of them asking about the ROG Phone 3 and spec list of the ROG Phone 3 and asking ROG Phone 3 is coming in this year or not. So in this video we'll be going to see about the Razer Phone 3 and ROG Phone 3. At last we are going to compare these two smartphones. What I'm going to give a spec list of these two smartphones are not 100% I'm sure, because there is no official spec list has been launched till now yet. But what I'm going to tell about these two smartphones are the spec list 80% may sure in a smartphone category. So with no more time, let's get started. Why many of them asking about the Razer Phone 3? Because the Razer Phone and Phone 2 kid a very big impact in a series of gaming smartphones actually. So only many of them asking about the Razer Phone 3. What are the impact that created by the Razer Phone is 120Hz display. Till now, none of the smartphone in the world to hit the optimization done by the Razer Phone like 120Hz display is not available in any series of smartphone. Even though Poco X2 having the 120Hz display IPS LCD panel, that is a 730G processor. 730G processor will not actually give optimum performance with 120Hz display. But Razer Phone is giving the optimum performance. Let's see the 120Hz display. But even though the 120Hz display is available in ROG Phone 2, but it is an AMOLED panel. Now, if you're going to check it out, the difference between the IPS LCD AMOLED panel, IPS LCD panel keeps a good for gaming actually, because in 500 nits the IPS LCD panel works better than the AMOLED panel at 1500 nits. So think about the IPS LCD panel and AMOLED panel, which is better for you? Comment it below. Actually, IPS LCD panel is good for me for gaming actually. So only Razer has been switched over to 120Hz display with IPS LCD panel. So it is actually good. And Razer Phone 2 having the another feature is the dual front-facing stereo Dolby certified speakers. That is one of the most thing and terrible thing in a Razer Phone category. The front-facing speaker system is first actually introduced by the Razer Phone only, and later it has been copyrighted by the smartphone like OnePlus, ROG Phone, even in Black Shark 2 and 2 Pro also. But the next thing is very superior thing that is actually only works in Razer, but this is actually copyrighted by the smartphones of OnePlus, ROG Phone and Road Magic, but it's not actually working in their category. But in Razer Phone it actually working fantastically. That is the liquid cooling system. They are using the vapor copper chamber as a liquid cooling system. This vapor copper chamber allows your smartphone to absorb the heat, that is, it actually absorbs the heat from the processor and maintain your smartphone temperature below 35 degrees Celsius. If you really check it out, this mechanism is actually in OnePlus also copyrighted by them, but it's actually not working. If you're going to use the extreme gaming in Razer Phone 2 and OnePlus or any other device like ROG Phone 2, Black Shark 2 Pro, it across is actually 35 degrees Celsius. In Razer Phone 2, it maintains up to 35 degrees Celsius only. So hands off to Razer Phone 2. So only many of them are eagerly waiting for Razer Phone 3. So now let's go to talk about the Razer Phone 3. First of all, we have to talk about the display compartment of the Razer Phone 3. The Razer Phone 3 comes with a 180Hz display, which is not actually imaginable. The 180Hz display as a refresh rate of the Razer Phone 3, then think about how will be the Razer Phone 3. But I'm not sure about the panel they are going to use, because Razer actually telling that we are going to use the IPS LCD panel, but most of the leaks are telling that they are going to use the OLED panel in a smartphones like Razer Phone 3. But I'm not damn sure about the panel they are going to use. And the fingerprint sensor is the in-screen fingerprint sensor. You'll be thinking that in-screen fingerprint sensor is definitely AMOLED, but this is not actually confirmed by the Razer compartment or Razer side, because the Xiaomi actually announced that we have been made a IPS LCD display with the under 15 fingerprint sensor. So they are telling that in future we are going to introduce a smartphone with a 100 screen fingerprint sensor in LCD display, means the LCD panel itself. So Razer Phone 3 could also have either IPS LCD as a display or a panel. So I'm not confident about the panel they are going to use, but the refresh rate is 180 Hz display. So this is the first smartphone in the world to introduce a 180 Hz display. They are telling that PC-like performance in a smartphone is now available in Razer Phone 3. So think about the PC-like performance, 180 Hz display with a refresh rate, and think about the gaming. You will tell me that no smartphone or no gamer in the world to introduce the 180 FPS gaming, but actually the PUBG has been told that we are going to make a 120 and 90 FPS gaming in the and going to launch in the launch event of Erangel 2.0. The Erangel 2.0 has been going to launch within 2 or 3 updates in PUBG, and they've been going to introduce the Erangel 2.0. On that day, all the 120 and 90 FPS gaming of PUBG is also being launched. So grab the Razer Phone 3. So Razer Phone 3 will be the highest impact. And you may ask that the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 is the high-end processor from the Qualcomm, and it can actually refresh just 144 times, means that it can handle the display of 144 Hz only. But what about the 180 Hz display? What the processor they have been going to use? That is actually a typical condition for me also, because when I'm going to see this in a site, I've been imagining that 180 Hz, which processor is going to perform? Is this Curry is going to perform? Is this a Helio is going to perform in it? So when I'm going to think about that, the processor has been they told is Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 SoC. Then I'm going to introduce imaginable one day, because the Qualcomm actually officially told that this Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 is actually perform the 144 Hz display only, that is 144 frames per second gaming only, or UI performance only. Then what about the 180 Hz display? Or this is a useless for you? Actually no, because Razer has been told that we have been going to introduce the new Razer UI in a Razer Phone 3. The Razer UI is the world's first high-tech optimization done in Razer Phone 3. So Razer Phone 3 is the highest level of optimization in the world. It means that they also noted that if there is a launch event of Razer Phone 3 is came, the Razer Phone 3 will have the highest value of highest score of single core. Even Apple Bionic A13 will not come under this category, because Razer Phone 3 is going to done the highest level of optimization in single core, even the multi-core, all the benchmark core they have been going to get the crown of it. So actually Razer Phone 3 is the good compartment. So we are going to make this video for you. And at last, the Razer Phone 3 having the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 SoC, having highest level of optimization by the Razer UI, and the display category is over, and the performance category is over. Now let's talk about the storage. The storage is they're going to introduce the 512 gigs of storage with the 8, 12 and 16 gigs of random access memory. So it's actually good for gaming actually. And the UFS, they've been going to use the UFS 3.1 as the storage system unit, and LPDDR6 is they'll be going to introduce in a Razer Phone 3. And the Razer Phone 3 having the pack that is the dual stereo front facing speaker is packed in Razer Phone 3 actually, and this is actually the Razer Phone 3 with the dual stereo front facing speaker that is certified by the Dolby Atmos. So if you're going to check it out any gaming, it should have the highest performance of audio quality in Razer Phone 3. And next, the thing of the build quality is the Razer Phone 3 actually coming with a metal body. So you may like this, because the metal body is one of the good for gaming smartphone actually, because even though the glass body is actually giving a premium look, they are going to design the metal body to give a premium look actually. So they have been told that in site. So Razer Phone 3 having the build quality, highest build quality and the fingerprint sensor is in-screen. Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, UFS 3.1 as a storage, LPDDR6 as a random access memory, having the 512 gigs of read-only memory. So this is awesome, and the thing is packed. That is, Razer phone is having the world first smartphone to have the Qualcomm Quick Charge 5.0 plus. Think about the Qualcomm Snapdragon is the world highest number of is the highest level of processor for mobile gamers actually. They have been preparing that, but none of the charger in the world which is certified by the Qualcomm except Razer. Razer is the world's first company and last company having the certifications of Razer, certifications of Qualcomm chargers. And the Razer Phone 2 having the certifications of the chargers like Qualcomm 4.1 Plus, and finally Razer Phone 3 also getting the Qualcomm Quick Charge 5.1 Plus. So it is awesome. This is having the highest spec list of the smartphone. So many unique features also have it. And another feature is unique feature is the vapor chamber is also packed the highest dynamic range performance. If you get in the 180 fps, definitely your smartphone get heated up. So to rig out the heat, they are going to introduce a new technology is the vapor chamber that helps your smartphone to maintain the temperature up to 30 degrees Celsius. So this may use for the smartphones for gamers. The latency will be very low in the series of Razer Phone 3. The Razer Phone 3 having the highest level of vapor chamber. Then actually the motherboard has been surrounded by the vapor chamber, ensure that there is no heat has been reached out to the display or back panel. And to power on these all units, you need a highest level of battery level. To ensure that battery level, they are going to introduce a highest level of battery in the smartphone category, which is until now it's not available. That is 6,600 milliampere battery having the highest fast charging of 100 watt. 100 watt fast charging, 50 watt wireless charging. That is a rapid charging actually. But none of the smartphones in the world have introduced a 6,600 milliampere in a gaming smartphone actually. And Razer Phone 2 is also having the first world first smartphone with a 4,000 milliampere battery in 2018 itself. But Razer Phone 3 is also having the world first 6,600 milliampere battery with 100 watt quick charge, certified by the Qualcomm 5.1 Plus, and 50 watt wireless charging Razer. And the Razer Chroma also clear in Razer Phone 3, having a new texture and support for 1 billion colors. 16.8 billion colors have been certified. So Razer Phone 3 will get the impact in a series of smartphones. Now the spec list of the Razer Phone 3 or get it over. And now we're going to talk about the ROG Phone 3, that is the ROG 3, because ROG 3 is loving more in not most of the games. A few of the games are loving the ROG Phone 3. So let's get started. Actually, if you're going to check it out the display compartment, first of all, ROG Phone 3 comes with a 144Hz refresh rate display with AMOLED panel. Actually, the ROG Phone 3 is the world's second smartphone to introduce the 144Hz display AMOLED panel, because in the Magic series of smartphone they have been already introduced the 144Hz display with an AMOLED panel in it. So ROG Phone 3 will not get the first burst step. So ROG Phone 3 is the second gets a 80% to get 144Hz display as AMOLED panel with the in-screen fingerprint sensor as a and not a ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. It is some generation in-screen fingerprint sensor. Now the display compartment has been over. Now let's talk about the performance range. ROG Phone 3 comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 SoC, so it is a 5G smartphone with a Wi-Fi 6 array inbuilt. So you actually get the massive immersive gaming performance in it. So no problem for any Wi-Fi latency. So you'll get a massive gaming for this. Now let's talk more detail on the performance. I told that Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 SoC powered by Qualcomm, which is built in the ROG Phone 3, and the capability of the RAM. about this, the RAM management is LPDDR5X memory, and the variant of 8 and 12 variant are available. But in Razer Phone 3 it is 8, not 8, 12 and 16 are available. So in maybe higher in Razer Phone 3, or we're going to talk about the ROG Phone 3 only. So ROG Phone 3 having the LPDDR5X as the RAM management and UFS 3.1 as the Razer Phone 2, having the same UFS 3.1 as the storage system. In here the storage system is 256 and 512 GB as the storage system which is built in it. And the performance is not getting over because the thing is behind in it. The thing is behind in it is optimization done by the Razer phone, that is very higher. But I'm not telling that ROG Phone 3 having the least optimization, because optimization is the thing which is depends upon the UI performance. ROG Phone 3 is not actually a stock Android, but ROG Phone 3 getting a massive updates of Android, but actually ROG Phone 3 is not actually a stock Android. So if you're going to check it out the performance in ROG Phone 3 here, it will be higher, but not actually higher than the Razer phone. Now let's talk about the management, that is battery management. ROG Phone 3 comes with a 6000 mAh battery, that is very higher for PMS. Comes with a 75 watt super fast charge, but it's not certified by the Qualcomm 5.1 or 5.0 plus. So ROG Phone 3 not having the certification, and ROG Phone 3 is having the front-facing dual stereo which is certified by the Dolby Atmos as it. And ROG Phone 3 comes with the custom cooling fan which is not actually coming in the package. You need to buy external, as if you're going to check it out the Black Shock 3 Pro. And now the specifications of ROG Phone 2 or kitty tutorial. You may ask that both of the smartphone I didn't talk about the camera unit. This is because of there is no official thing is that ROG Phone 3 they've been going to tell that, or Razer Phone 3 they've been going to tell that about the camera unit they've been going to use, because in market now Sony IMX686 64 megapixels is also available. In Samsung sensor 108 megapixels is also available, and in Leica sensor also 108 megapixel sensor is available, but what they're going to use is not damn sure. So now let's end up this session of spec list of these two smartphones. And now we're going to come to the conclude this video. That was the last session, is comparison of these two flagship killer smartphones actually, because these two are actually a flagship killer with the highest price range and highest spec list of these two smartphones. Now let's compare in the display range. Both the smartphones having the display range of highest refresh rate, but which actually wins is in display category is actually a Razer Phone 3, because Razer Phone 3 comes with a 180 Hz refresh rate IPS LCD display, but ROG Phone 3 comes with 144 Hz as refresh rate in a display, and the display winner is Razer Phone 3. And Razer Phone 3 comes with the immersive highest touch response, so the MS means the ping rate will be very low, the latency will be very low in series of Razer Phone 3. They have been going to telling you. Now let's talk about the performance range. If you go to check out the performance, both smartphones are having the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, but actually the winner is Razer Phone 3, because they are in Razer they have been going to tell that they have been going to make the Razer Phone 3 having the highest single core unit in a benchmark ever in the world. Even the Bionic 830, which is failed in the series of cake benchmark or under the benchmark, it actually fails. They're telling like this one, like, because they've been going to do the highest massive level of optimization, because the Razer UI is coming into the intro to play a major role on it. So if you want to check it out, actually wait, Razer Phone 3 waits. And next is Razer Phone 3 comes with LPDDR6X memory as the RAM management, but in ROG Phone 3 it is LPDDR5X memory as the RAM management, so it doesn't fix. And I'll check it about the other is the battery compartment. Razer Phone 3 comes with a 6600 mAh battery with a 100 watt quick charge, which is certified by the Qualcomm 5.0 plus. And ROG Phone 3 comes with 6000 mAh battery with 75 watt quick charge, which is not actually certified by the Qualcomm. There's no actually official certification for ROG, that is ROG Phone 3 charger. So the winner is Razer Phone 3. At last we can come to conclude that these two are flagship killers, but the winner is Razer Phone 3 because the highest spec list, the 180Hz surround rate, even though both of them having the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, but their optimization is higher and more higher in the Razer Phone 3. So the winner is Razer Phone 3. And the giveaway for this month, and the giveaway for the Black Shark 3 Pro. The Black Shark 3 Pro has been launched 2 weeks, that is a couple of weeks ago. So if you need to check it out the giveaway, you need to subscribe my channel. Then you will get the giveaway link to your mail account at any cost within 10 to 20 minutes. So if you need to take part in giveaways, subscribe my channel and get the giveaway link and grab the Black Shark 3 Pro, because the Black Shark 3 Pro having the same spec list of Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 SoC and having the 90Hz display with the 180Hz touch response. So the giveaway for this video is Black Shark 3 Pro. This is an international giveaway for no problem for getting or applying it. So even though if you are in any country, you will get a chance to win. Or if you get to win, you will be actually get the smartphones of Black Shark 3 Pro. So with no more time, subscribe my channel and get the giveaway link as soon as possible.